All right, good morning, friends. If you're new here, I'm T from Grow with T, where everyone grows with me, and I am your God appointed encourager. So you can just think of me as your neighborhood hope dealer. All right, my mission in life and on this page is to help you grow in God, in faith, and purpose, and in joy by sharing the words of wisdom God gives me to share with you all. So we're not going to stay here long this morning. Let's go ahead and let's grow. The word for 2024 that I heard God speak to me was seek. The word for 2024 that I heard God speak to me was seek. The biblical meaning of seek is to search out by any method. So, friend, this year we will seek God in all aspects of our lives. Every single thing. We will seek God in every single aspect of our lives this year in 2024. So each week I am going to go live to talk about all of the different things that we need to seek God in. Okay? All right. So today's topic, kicking it off. Thank you for the likes and good morning as you come in. Today's topic, kicking it off, is purpose. Okay? We need to seek God in purpose, on purpose, so that we can live in purpose. I'll say that one more time. We need to seek God in purpose, on purpose, so that we can live in purpose. All right. Today's scripture comes from Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21. I am coming from the NIV version. And it says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." Again, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. There are two words that we need to pay attention to in this scripture, that is purpose and prevail. And friend, if you see me looking back and forth, I'm looking at my notes because I want to give you all this today, okay? I want to stay on topic. Two words you need to pay attention to: purpose and prevail. Purpose. The meaning of purpose is the reason for which something exists. The definition of prevail means to prove more powerful. So I like to look up definitions in scriptures because that really helps me break it down even more to understand what the scripture is trying to tell me. And I'm also able to break it down in a way that I can make this scripture relevant to my life. So if we take the definition of purpose and prevail and we replace it in the scripture, it will read, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's reason for which I exist that proves more powerful." Okay? All right. Here's your message. We finna dive right into it. Don't miss your moment. Don't miss your moment, okay? And if you feel it in your heart to share this live with anyone who needs to come on real quick and learn a little bit more about their purpose, go ahead and share it out, friend. All right, here it is. Our hearts are filled with plans all the time. All the time. As soon as our mind dreams up something that we want, our heart decides that, all right, it's time for me to construct a plan to get what it is that we want. Okay? And it's worth mentioning that your mind, your heart, and your tongue are all connected. Your mind, your heart, and your tongue is all connected. So whatever is in your heart, your mind believes and your mouth speaks. I'll say that again. Whatever is in your heart, your mind believes and your mouth speaks. This is why Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23 tells us to guard our hearts, because everything we do flows from it. Because again, whatever is in your heart, your mind believes and your mouth speaks. This is why the Bible tells us to to guard our hearts, because everything we do, everything we think, everything we believe, everything we speak flows from our hearts. That's just a little side note. That's just a little side note, friend. Let's get back to the desires, okay? So when our mind dreams up this dream and our heart starts to desire it, it comes up with a plan. Sometimes it comes up with many plans, because this desire that we feel is always a strong feeling that we feel like it needs to happen. It needs to be fulfilled because my heart desires it, right? But there are times that even when we're working to complete this plan that our heart constructed, that we still feel unfulfilled. Now, when I say that, I would never just say that just out the blue. I'm always going to be transparent, and I'm always going to give you an example. All right? So here it is. Okay. A little more about T. I went to school for mass communications. I finished. I got the degrees. This is a dream that I came up with in my mind, that I wanted to work in radio. This dream calls for my heart to construct the plan to go to school, to get the degrees, to pound the pavement, do the internships, to get my job within the industry. Okay? I'm still in the industry. I'm not working in radio per se. I'm in TV now, but I'm in the industry, and I'm at one of the biggest name companies, right? So looking at my life, you'll be like, oh, she did it. Oh, she had a dream. Her heart constructed a plan, and she did it. She living it. She doing it. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. There are moments where I still feel unfulfilled. And I know you're probably looking at me crazy like, what? How? You did it. You're living it. You're doing it. How are you unfulfilled? I asked God the other day, I was walking on campus at my job. And I asked him, like, God, what am I doing here? All these gifts I got to understand broadcasting, media, do all these different things I can do with editing. What am I here? What am I doing here? And it's not until I realized that God's purpose is much more greater than my plan. So my dream was to do this to get in radio. My plan was to do all the things you need to do. Get the degrees, get the good job, to work in this industry that I'm in, right? I thought that my gifts were supposed to be used to excel a company. I thought these gifts that I have was supposed to be used to excel myself in broadcasting, to go up that ladder that I wanted to go up to, right? Thinking that that would bring me some type of fulfillment. But it hasn't, because God didn't give me these gifts to be fulfilled in that purpose. He gave me these gifts to fulfill his purpose, which is reaching and uplifting his children through social media, through videos, through podcasts. My gifts are to be used to excel God and for me to excel in God. That's what I was missing. My heart had come up with a plan, and I had checked all the boxes, but I still didn't feel like I was doing it, if that makes sense. On the outside, you look at me, oh yeah, I'm doing it. But in the inside, I didn't feel like I was doing it. And it's because God's purpose is much more greater than my plan. See, some of us search forever for our purpose, a long time, not even realizing that when we just sit back and let God shift our heart's plans to his purpose, we'll be walking in his purpose, which is truly our purpose, but we just don't know it yet. Have y'all ever felt like that? Like you just trying to figure out what it is that you need to be doing in life, figure out what your purpose needs to be in life. It's a lot of people that search for a very long time for that, thinking that is one thing, but not even realizing that if you just get in line, if you just have your heart's plan, get in line with God's purpose, you will be walking in your purpose and start to feel fulfilled. Because remember our scripture for today, Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." It is the Lord's purpose for why we exist that proves more powerful than the plan that we have in our heart. That's where that fulfillment comes from. That's what walking in your purpose looks and feels like. God just doesn't he just doesn't give us gifts and knowledge and understanding of all these different things just because. No, it's to be used for his purpose. It's for us to glorify God with our gifts. It's for us to use our gifts to help the next person in their journey. It's our gifts that God gives us that helps reaches the souls who may be lost that he's trying to reach. And does God have to do this? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He doesn't have to give us these gifts to glorify him. He doesn't have to do that. He's God. I don't know about you, but I feel honored that he thinks of me enough to give me a gift that I can use to glorify him in his kingdom. I'm honored, humbled. If we look at Proverbs 16:4, the Lord has prepared everything for his purpose, even the wicked for the day of disaster. There is nothing that God has not created that he cannot use for his purpose. God created everything for his purpose, even those who do wicked things. God gives us free will. He does. He gives us free will so that our hearts can make up these plans and check all these boxes. But he created all of us to fulfill a purpose for him because we are his children and his servants on earth to reach those who are lost. You see, our heart may plan our way, but it's God who determines our steps. Your mind may dream a dream, and your heart gonna say, ooh, girl, ooh, boy, yeah, I got you. We're gonna come up with a plan. We're gonna get this done. But it is God who guides our steps. Don't fall victim to your plan that you miss God's plan. Don't think that your plan is just so much greater that you miss God's plan in your life. I'm in my 30s now. And in my 20s, I was just like, I just want to do this for success. I want to be successful. I want to do this to, get some money. Get some money. But now that I'm in my 30s, I just want to be fulfilled. I just want to feel fulfilled. I just want to feel like I'm making a difference. Things that mattered to me in my 20s that I was chasing, I don't want that no more. I want to seek God. I want to chase God and his purpose so that in my heart I can feel fulfilled. Do I feel fulfilled? I do now. I sure do. And that's only because I'm doing this. That's only because God has given me such a platform to do this, to come on here and talk about him, to make videos about him, to make you all smile, to encourage you all, to be your neighborhood hope dealer. Yes, I'm feeling fulfilled in this moment. And that's enough for me because my heart's plans are now aligned with God's purpose for me. So this goes back to the reason why I'm doing this. Okay? This is why we should be seeking God in purpose, on purpose, so that we can live in purpose. All 2024, we are going to be talking about seeking. I made the commitment last year to start this TikTok journey, and it has gone well so far, very well. But now my next commitment for this year is to go live more consistently. And so this is why for the whole year we're going to be talking about seeking God in different areas of our lives. Look, if you're new here, I love y'all. I love y'all to the core. I will intercede. I will pray for y'all. But I say it all the time. There is nothing like you having your own relationship with God. There is nothing like it. Just like he hear me, he can hear you. This page is called Grow with T. Yeah, you growing with me. But we both growing in God. Okay? We both got that relationship. So here's your homework. You're going to have to talk to God. Okay? Especially if you're in a place where you're not feeling as fulfilled, or if you're in this place where you're a little confused and you're trying to figure out what your purpose is. So here's your homework. Jeremiah chapter 33 verse 3 tells us to call out to God and he will answer us and tell us great and unsearchable things that we do not know. So, some questions that you need to ask God this week for the next 60 days, next 90 days, however long it take you to hear from God. Ask God, God, what is your purpose for me? How can I get my plans to align with your purpose so that I can walk in purpose and be fulfilled? How can I seek you in purpose, on purpose, so that I can live in purpose? Ask God those questions. He'll answer one way or another. But don't expect him to answer in just one way. God can speak to us in many different ways. Many different ways. He can speak to us through children. He can speak to us from a billboard that we drive past and never even noticed before. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open so that you can hear and see God as you journey through your purpose, either figuring it out or staying in it. I pray that helps you. I told you I was going to be quick. If you are interested in joining this seeking journey this year for 2024, I will be going live every Sunday, same time, 7 a.m. And we're going to be talking about different things. Seeking God in finances, seeking God in depression and anxiety, seeking God in relationships, seeking him in marriage, seeking him to elevate. We're going to be talking about all those things. Okay, friend? Just make sure that you give me a follow so that you can stay up to date with what I'm talking about, because this is just not for me. It's just not for me. It's for you too. It's for you to grow in God too. It's for you to elevate too. It's for you to heal too. Okay? All right. That's all I got this morning. Okay? If you got to go to work today, I pray that you have the most amazing day. I pray that it goes smooth, peaceful, no extra drama, no extra anxiety, no extra worries. I pray that you have the best day at work. If you're like me and you're going back to sleep, I pray that you had the best nap. I pray that sleep is just so peaceful and you just slumber. I pray that you heard something today that filled your spirit enough, that fills you to the point where you go out and you find your purpose. You seek God in finding your purpose, and you fulfill your purpose. God smiles when you fulfill his will. Let's all aim to make God smile. I love you guys. If you're new here, I'm T from Grow with T, where everyone grows with me. Y'all have the best day. Bye, y'all.